Ladies and gentlemen, this week in the European Parliament in Strasbourg, we commemorated the end of the Second World War in Europe. A war that ended 80 years ago, leaving Europe devastated and divided. In its aftermath, a solemn promise was made: never again. Never again would war be the means to settle disputes. Never again would borders be changed by force. Never again would sovereignty be trampled by aggression. Out of that commitment, a new vision for Europe was born. One grounded in cooperation, the rule of law, and the mutual respect. A vision that found its political expression 5 years later in the Schuman Declaration. It is an honor to speak to you on this Europe Day, a day that commemorates that very declaration delivered 75 years ago. On May 9th, 1950, Robert Schuman proposed the bold idea that nations which share resources and sovereignty will never go to war with one another. It was a vision born from the ashes of conflict, grounded in a simple belief: peace is not a given. It must be built, protected, and renewed every day. 70 years later, that vision faces its most serious challenge in a generation. The Russian invasion of Ukraine, it's not only a brutal war of aggression, but also a direct attack on the very principles that the European project was built upon. Peace through cooperation, security through unity, and the rule of law instead of the rule of force. Ukraine, with immense courage, resilience, and sacrifice, is not only defending its own future, but also defending Europe's. Since 2022, the European Union and its members have committed over 50 billion euros in military assistance alongside humanitarian, financial, and political support. Under the European Peace Facility, European states have worked together to ensure Ukraine has the tools to resist and to win. But our commitment must go further by integrating Ukraine's defense industrial and technological base into the European defense ecosystem. This is not just about procurement, it's about joint development, innovation, and building a defense industry that is resilient, modern, and interoperable with NATO and EU standards. Ukraine brings battle-tested technologies, skilled engineers, and a strategic urgency that Europe must learn from, not only support. We must also keep the door to EU membership not only open, but move a step forward. Accession is not a gift. It is a recognition of shared values and a shared future. The reforms Ukraine is undertaking during war are nothing short of remarkable. Europe must match that courage with political will. The Schuman Declaration reminds us Europe is not a finished project. It grows through crisis, evolves through solidarity, and deepens through commitment. A stronger Europe, defense based on strategic autonomy, industrial cooperation, and shared values, it's now essential. But let us never forget, our most powerful weapons are not just tanks or sanctions. They are unity, fairness, and purpose. The more clearly we define our role in securing peace and defending democracy, the more credible we become to allies and adversaries alike. So on this 75th anniversary of the Schuman Declaration, we are called to act with the same vision and courage that defined its origin. So reject the logic of sharps and influence and imperial conquest. To stand not behind Ukraine, but alongside it politically, militarily, economically, and morally. Because a free, independent, and safe Ukraine is not just a hope. It's essential for Europe's peace, security, and identity. Slava Ukraini. Thank you very much.